Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Not Roses stream. You're joining us for the CSGO between York and Lancaster. I'm BCG from York. I'm joined by Apt Wyvern coming from Lancaster,
Hello.
and we're going to be hopping into this best of three shortly. Do you have the maps written down for yourself?
No, I don't actually.
You don't? Okay, let me see. We could jump in right into Overpass. That's the pick of York, I do believe. We'll be starting off there. So there's going to be Lancaster on the CT side, and then I think we had Train coming in next
Train the nuke.
as the pick of Lancaster. And yeah, Nuke is the last map if we get there. But we were having a quick chat with the admin, with the observer, and with the producer beforehand, and we don't think we're going to be getting to Nuke. We're thinking a 2-0 win here for York is perhaps the most likely scenario.
I mean, a pretty hefty throw would always do it.
True, and we've seen throws coming out from some of these players in the past, but I'm hoping personally that we don't see anything like that. We get a swift 2-0, especially after how long the Valorant match went earlier today. That was a real slugfest, 2-1. That ended up in the favour of York, so they're already 1-0 up in this 6-game series. But you know some of these Lancaster players. I know Joe, who's playing CS, was on that Valorant team, but can you tell me a little bit about them?
Uh, well, I plan a sub for their team, so I know all of them quite well. Most of our matches consist of all of them having a bit of a go at me for playing meme guns all game. But at the end of the day, Joe's he's kind of like a big dad that carries us all. He picks us all up in his big, strong arms, and then he just kills everyone for us.
Oh,
Pretty
keep
good.
talking like that to me. Yeah, that sounds very exciting. So we did. If you joined us last year, in fact, the matchup in CS:GO was a bit of a meme. Um, People weren't really giving it their best. I'm hoping for a bit of a closer game this time around.
I mean, teams have been shuffled a little bit since then, so it could go either way.
Well,
Maybe.
fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I want to see a bit of a competitive match coming out. I know this isn't the full-on York team. Arrogant's not been part of this team for a while. He's sort of coming out of retirement and just playing this one-off series. I know LSW as well. He's back home away from university on his internet, and you know that's not been the most stable. So maybe he's not going to be performing quite to his normal level. So there's a couple of openings maybe where Lancaster can get back into this and even up Rose's 1-1.
So we're going to rely on their internet's not playing up.
You gotta take what you can get. It's a sign
I
of the
mean,
times, you know. Anything
use
can
it to your
happen.
advantage, I guess.
Exactly. Just find the laggy players. Hope you can get the free kills. Rescue the good
I
T-sided
mean,
guns.
I guess if you think about it in another way, if you're a bit laggy, a bit of a higher ping makes you harder to hit in a way.
As someone who's been playing on pretty poor internet for the past 4 years, I've not found that to be true in the slightest. I would kill for some of that fiber that's gonna carry me through some matches, but a bit of lag. Don't think it's the optimal strategy.
I was really excited because with the lovely British internet we have, it's not perfect where I am, and we were planning on getting BT come in and give us some of that fiber cable ourselves, but like with all this virus thing, it's just sorry, we can't actually come into your house anymore. So
Yeah.
we'll see you in a few months, and then you can have nice internet by the time you go back to university. So I've got to wait another
At
year.
least it's coming. Yeah, I'm looking to move house as well soon, hoping to get some of that fiber internet. It's been a long time coming. Just waiting on the players to ready up now. Just have a little observer bug as well that I think we might need to sort out before we can get this game started. But otherwise, we do have all 10 players in the server, so we should be getting underway relatively quickly. As with all of these remote broadcasts, they do have their kinks that need to be ironed out before you can get started properly. I know, having done a good few online broadcasts myself with Newell and NSE, that there's always the little tech issue that you don't expect that goes wrong and just messes everything up. So can't expect anything different for ourselves.
Can't imagine it would be completely devastating though.
It's not esports without the tech issues, is it? It just wants to be the same. So yeah, we do indeed have all 10 players. We just have this slight observer bug. We don't have the GoTV linking up correctly right now. Trying to get the admins involved just to figure this one out. So
maybe we should go with NSE instead.
pardon, what was that? Sorry.
Maybe we should have gone with NSE instead.
Perhaps. I know we do have Reed from Newell. We got to thank Ad as well from Newell, who's helping out with the servers on one end of things.
I mean, it is very nice of them. So
Yeah, of course. They're not getting anything out of this apart from just supporting the university scene, and it's always great to see people banding together. And times like these, the trials and tribulations of the pandemic,
definitely.
to put together a little bit of fun for us all. And we will be getting into the match. It would appear starting in a few seconds. We're still working on this observer bug, so the casting might be a little bit disjointed for the initial start of this game, but
At least
we'll
more
do our
fun for the
best with
people
what
on the
we've got.
York side.
Exactly. We don't know what's going on, and neither will anyone at home, so we'll have to just see how it goes.
Wait. Are they going for a knife round?
Nah, no knife round. So this is York's pick, so Lancaster got to choose. We're going to see the York side going for a heavy connector play, and Lancaster's looking to join them, actually. Bombarding down, going to see a massive rolling connector, and it's Lancaster coming out on top. Harrogate left alone in a 1-on-3.
I actually think they were planning on... I've never seen anything like that happen.
That was bizarre.
All 5 players just headbutting into each other.
But somehow it's found its way down into a 1-on-1. Arrogant looking to convert the 1-on-3 situation here. He's found the first 2 kills. Left with a pretty decent chunk of HP. Joe, full health though. He's going to hear this door opening up and the jumping around. Arrogant needs to have his gun out if he's going to take this fight. Joe close on short. Can't find the initial headshot. Arrogant's going to win it. He's not played the game in 4 months, he told me. He's starting off well with a 1v3.
I bet he's going to be really sour about that one happening because he'd already... I mean, I'm not sure if he exactly predicted it, but he was already heading on his way to B before... Well, before everyone even died.
Yeah, definitely. He had that rotation in the bag very early on. Going to be a full save from Lancaster, just the 5-7 picked up on Sulfate and the Deagle on Martis, looking to get something done. And it's going to be a B-rush York. I'm not wanting to sit around. They want to get this game over and done with. And walking into a mostly empty site, just Turtle Kebab in the water pit, he's going to be picked up by LSW.
No one else is around to be seen.
Pretty much round over before it begins.
I mean, most decos tend to go this way anyway, when most players will rush mid, but... At least that's what we've been doing most of the time.
Ooh, that's unlucky there for Martis. He couldn't even see Sigma when he got popped there. Sulfate hoping for a free kill, but York actually playing quite disciplined despite that quick B-rush. Just holding back, not necessarily over-searching. It's just Hep on the extremities of the map with that SMG looking for the kill.
I just don't think they're taking many risks here.
No. Oh, LSW though, he's going to be dropped. That would be a rifle for Sulfate, but because he got tagged so low, he wouldn't survive the bomb blast in that corner. So he's running towards Hep now.
He might go back down to pick it up.
It's a bit too far. He just wants to stay alive and hold on to the 5-7. Finds it! Oh my goodness, that was close. So that full eco is going to allow Lancaster to buy up. The reduced price on the A1S actually helping out players like Gimme, Sulfate, and Martis get a bit of extra utility. That kit on Sulfate and the Zeus. I'd love to see that get some work put in. Sigma's plunged for the Negev already on the T side, so maybe they're not taking it quite as seriously as the last round might have indicated.
Well, I think the first game was always a bit more serious than the second one. I think it's the second one where we're expecting to seeing the shits and giggles come out.
Maybe Martis with 2 headshots. That might put the T side on notice. Hep, though, he's going to land another headshot in return onto Gimme. He's up on the site now, but Martis could swing and find a free kill, but the Negev's going to shut him down.
I should follow the caster camera 1 second.
I don't think we have the caster camera working yet still, so we're going to have to free roam it. It's going to be Sigma with the Negev and Iron with the UMP and a 2-on-3 situation.
It definitely seems quite promising for Lancaster right now.
Yeah, there should be a round win. They've got a kit, they're out of utility, but up against the Negev and a UMP, there should be a round win.
And with the Negev player being quite low, it should be quite an easy pick.
The spray's coming through. Joe's going to find it off the bomb though, forced back on. Sulfate's got the kit. He needs to hop on this bomb right now.
He's running through the smoke, but he can't seem to find him.
So close, but he's going to get the defuse. Turtle finds the kill through the smoke right as it dissolves, and that's going to be the first round on the board for Lancaster. I see our caster has rejoined the server, so if we toggle on caster camera control there in the scoreboard, then we can finally get a proper broadcast going on.
I think we can be looking at the same thing now, so if you're going to be talking about something, I'll know where you're looking.
Yeah. Sigma's still got the negative. He's really not taking this one too seriously.
Well, you know, if it wins games, it wins games.
Oh,
And
it's
you can't
0 for
argue with
1 round
results.
count now. LSW with the pig out towards long. That's a nice headshot. Iwan's found another kill. Hep with the trade. That's an MTA bomb site just like that.
Guy doesn't seem to be rotating off B side.
And
Maybe
a
he's
4 on
thinking they're going
2.
to head back round.
I think this is probably a safe call in a 4 on 2. The CT money's not very good in the first place, so maybe just hoping Martis can get a quick kill, but Arrogant's going to say no to that, so that's Gimme. 1v4 on the other side of the map, looking for a save.
This is very brutal.
Yeah, potentially a sign of things to come if Arrogant's going to be hitting shots like that all day.
I mean, I wonder if he's pretty impressed with himself, because he said he's come out of retirement himself.
Yeah, his first game in a while. Gimme, he made noise opening that door. Sigma's going to be playing with him, just wiggling it back and forth. Gimme's hoping to hold on to the M4, being hunted by the negative. Go for a knife go, I think, actually was typing in chat. But Gemmy's evaded him, gone back through the monster tunnel, so he's going to hold on to his M4 safely.
They don't seem to have a lot of money. Seems like they're going to be pulling another Eco over.
Yeah, although as you say that, Turtles just bought
Or
up an
maybe
M4
not.
straight away, so makes me wonder why, was it
Not.
Martis who didn't save last time? I think
Um,
he could have held on to an M4 instead of just going for that peak in the 4 on 2.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, with a B push going on here, they only have 2 people on site, with someone already going down on short.
Oh no.
this again.
Oh, you hate to see it.
I don't think they're going to be happy with that.
He's got to reload it there. That's a free kill for Turtle if he pokes his head out the door. But
I think he's going to be too afraid, if anything. You've got to be a brave man to peek into a Negev.
yeah, he's cowering for fear right now. Gonna be another kill for the T side as Hep sprays down Joe. Sulfate's left on 4 HP, and
Right.
Turtle Kebab, he bought up instantly into this round. I'm not convinced given the rest of his
Negev.
didn't this Negev. Oh no.
He was brave though. Very brave.
It takes some balls to peek into a stream of bullets coming towards you right there, but I'd argue it also takes a lack of brain cells to do it.
I mean, I've had people do it in my game, and they just seem to dodge all the bullets as if they're in the Matrix, and then they just murder me.
Oh, unfortunately, Turtle is not Keanu Reeves, as if any of us could dream to be someone so awesome. I reckon with the AWP, going to be taking some fights. Lands the flick shot. All 4 remaining players for Lancaster are close here, but I can't see this going bad for the York side. As I say, that Martis will find one, but with just Turtle and Sulfate left, this is another good as done round after just 25 seconds.
I mean, both of them do have Deagles, so more kills is completely possible, especially if they get their hands on one of those AKs.
Oh, Turtle is so
Things could go their way. He's coming in with a Zeus there.
Oh, Sigma just doesn't care right now. He's doing whatever he can just to have a laugh. But this AK on the flank could find 1 kill before they turn the corner. Just a little bit too slow. Oh, that's
really unfortunate timing for Sulfate there.
Sigma's clearing out the site with the negative. You don't see this every day.
But I wonder if Sulfate will be playing on long to find some exits. Seems like quite a sensible play.
I won with the fake bomb plants. Eventually, I think going to get that down. There's Sulfate lurking up from long. Arrogant's going to be the first point of contact. Can't quite land the headshot, and Arrogant scopes up as Sigma just crouches in with the negative.
Well, he's going to jump out.
Oh, goodness. I think we're in for a quick couple of maps. I'm not going to lie to you, Apt.
I mean, try to be optimistic.
I'd argue as a York supporter that is me being optimistic.
Well, you know, wouldn't you enjoy to see a bit more Counter-Strike? I know I would.
This isn't Counter-Strike. This
Win
is
or
just brutality. You know, if
games can't be perfect every time.
I mean, there's nothing perfect about this. This is a bit mean. Gimme still yet to find a kill. Can't quite land the flick shot there.
I guess you could call it perfect from your York perspective.
In the sense of they're winning quite easily, yeah. In the sense of it's
everyone's winning and having fun. at least on your side. That's
Yeah, sure. They're definitely having fun. I think that's that much is fair. Hep's just headshotting everyone. Oh no.
he's just walking in uncontested here, doing as he pleases.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a case of Lancaster just trying to spare their blushes to some degree.
I mean, it's Joe and Toilet picking off a nice frag on their AWP there.
Hep is looking for the ace, actually. He's got 4 kills in this round, so let's see if he can find that. Should have heard that drop down from
Joe might
Joe.
have something to say about that though.
Oh, he's scared.
He
He's
knows he's
running
there.
away.
Oh,
Oh.
uh,
Oh no.
oh, here comes the
Sigma's going
Zeus.
for the Zeus. Oh no. Oh, they didn't even plant on B.
They didn't just plant it all.
This is just bad manners at this point. Oh, I miss the good old days when Lancaster were the best team in the country. This match was actually meaning something.
I mean, I guess if you wait a couple of years and all the good players gradually leave uni and then you get an influx of new ones.
Yeah, true. That is very possible. I
Because
suppose
if
got
you
that.
have a bunch of Counter-Strike, gods coming into a university all in their first year, immediately make the first team, they're going to hang around for 3-4 years probably. So you've just got to wait for them to move on, I guess.
No, that's the bomb from Hep. So this could be a round for Lancaster, given how badly abandoned that's been. But Sigma, he's landed that ult frag. I can't
He
quite
goes in
land
for
that
the frag
kill.
and just leaves the bomb there.
Oh no. Does he pull it up to a 2-on-2 as Sulfate picks up 2 kills, but he's tagged super low now, and it's all on Joe with the scout. This is a very difficult round to win. Even if your opponents are respecting you somewhat, but I think they're just going to run at him now and try and take the fight. There we go.
Not
Like a
an
bat
awful
out
lot
of
you
hell.
can do there, to be fair.
No, Iwan just leaping over the site and shoving the suppressed barrel in his face.
I mean, at this point, I think Lancaster just need to. I just think they need to take what they can get and just hope for some good engagements just by forcing every round.
Yeah,
Just how it goes. I think it would be a bit better than having rounds where they're going to save and then definitely eco and just lose indefinitely, and then probably eventually get enough rifles and then lose anyway.
Yeah, I think the thing is York could turn it on at any point they want. SW is going to land that kill, but Turtle's hiding in the corner, and it's all
He
on
always
Joe
finds
now.
a return kill.
Oh wow, this is Sigma
Oh, wow,
misses the close range Zeus. Oh, that's a throw. He's not going to be happy about
I think
that.
he's going to be crying himself to sleep tonight over that one.
Oh, I almost hope so, but he's probably just laughing.
Well, I don't think you'd want to hope that from someone. That's a bit of a nasty thing to hope.
Oh, but they're being so mean to them.
I mean,
Surely he deserves some comeuppance for even going for that Zeus kill.
maybe, yeah, probably. I'm sure Lancaster will have something to say about it in
Is
the
that an
next
actual
map,
smoke?
maybe.
I'm gonna free cam over and see where that lands. Oh my god, that's an actual smoke. That smoked off the bottom of the bottom of long perfectly.
He's not even going to use it though. He's just going to try and fake and go B.
Yeah, I mean that is the point in that smoke. Pretty much always is the T side. You're just trying to
Is he going to see the player?
prevent info. He needs to check his corners here. Has a free kill onto Turtle.
Oh no! Don't do it. Oh,
He's actually got the B bomb site as well. This is worryingly winnable now for Iwan.
I think this is the best chance Lancaster are going to get to try and win another round, at least for a while. Oh,
Swings out, and that's a free kill.
I'm sure they'll be very happy about winning that one.
Yeah, I think if Lancaster can get to something like 7 or 8 rounds, they'll probably feel somewhat vindicated, given how York are playing. Because to play against a team that's just messing around and not really caring is one thing, but to play against that and lose it's not a good feeling. Let's see.
Lovely bit of bad manners there.
Yeah, in chat, let's see at the buy. We've got Sigma W's gone for the auto sniper. Gimmy's yet to find a kill, so that's not a good start for him.
Iwan's bringing out his P game sense with the Bison. Oh, he swapped it out now.
Oh no.
Why'd he change?
The Bison's legitimately not even that bad anymore with the recent update. Like, it's been brought up a couple of times on anti-eco round. It's not very good against armor still, but it's not as awful as it used to be.
Well, it's just like a smaller Negev, isn't it?
Pretty much. And we all know. Oh my god, what's just happened? What just happened on B? He just got a double entry kill with the auto sniper.
Auto's good gun? Oh, it's not right
Probably
gun, I guess.
It's the best gun, apparently.
I mean, I think there's a few I favourite above. Because if you buying guns like the auto sniper or the PP Bison, you aren't getting them to kill people. You're getting them to kill people and inflict a level of mental damage.
Oh, they're definitely going for mental damage. That's
So-
how to summarize this game.
So
Oh,
I
how
think
did
if
that
you
Zeus
wanna-
miss?
Sulfate
Oh, no.
coming in a 1v1. I think he could just defuse. No, he won't. He doesn't have
Oh,
time.
he's missed his smoke, I'm pretty sure. He's
I don't
missed the
think,
volley
I don't
as
think the
well.
Molotov's deep enough. No, it isn't.
He screwed that up. He's sticking it, I think. Needs to shoot
Oh.
him. Oh, just in time from LSW. That was really close.
If he was a bit-
Unfortunate
If he was a little more patient with his Molotov, he would have had that.
Yeah, definitely a deep Molotov there. That's
Because
the one
the smoke was there for him, and then LSW wouldn't have been around to stay in the Molotov for very long
Yeah.
to time his shot like he did.
Exactly. And LSW, he could see the wires coming out from the smoke as well, so he knew exactly where he was setting to defuse that bomb. So,
That's fair enough.
not the best nades coming out there,
But
unfortunately.
if he was on fire, would he have been so observant?
If he was on fire, he probably doesn't even go for it at all. He just sits back and hopes it's a bit of a fake, certainly until the last second. But LSW is certainly going for it now as he's entering out onto the B site, and the bomb's going up A, and Lancaster's run away from the A bomb site because they've lost B, and it's just
I guess they're in between the two. They can go either way if they want.
that's the bomb dropped
maybe
into the
not.
CT. Oh. 9-2.
Better than
Come
last
on.
year. At least for Lancaster. I
Go look
remember,
on the
I remember it
poster.
was 16-1 at the end.
I think the first map was 61. I think the second map got a bit closer on
Well, I
Inferno.
think it's because everyone started buying sawn-offs and revolvers
Yeah.
and nooses. That's what. Speaking of sawn-offs, here we go. This is the Counter-Strike I want to see being played.
This is the optimal T-side buy. You may not like it, but this is what it looks like.
All the pros have just been doing it wrong this whole time.
Yeah. Oh, sulfates. Oh my god, that's so infuriating if
see-
I'm him.
You see, if all of the pro games went like this and they were winning so hard, you see, all the pros are buying the AK and AWP or the M4 AWP composition, and not all their games go like this. So
Yeah, exactly.
I think the pros should start buying like this, and then it would be the same with the. It only happen when they buy these guns.
This is just
Sorry,
definitive
English is a
proof.
very difficult language today. I think,
Especially for people who don't speak it as their first language, like yourself.
I feel that this quarantine's having a bit of a toll on my language proficiency.
Is Turtle just sitting in this bank smoke? He is. He's gonna be peeked by the Zeus zone now.
Do you think he knew he was there, or do you just think he said,
Oh,
"Say I,
don't
won't,
even
I'm gonna
know.
Zeus this man," and he
I
just
don't know.
pulls it out way ahead of time, not
just
thinking he'd be
sad.
there.
Oh, it's a weird place to sit with an AWP, so I've got to suspect he saw him.
I think we're still waiting for Gimme to get a kill.
Oh dear, are we?
He's going to be over the
Oh, we
moon
are.
when he gets one.
It's not the way you want to end a match, that's for
No.
sure. Hope he can pick one up before we hit that big 1-6 for the York side. He's going to be sitting in connector. Arrogant's going to not check that corner, so free initial kill. Kimmy's got a kill! That was a nice
Well, he's
Deagle
gonna be
headshot.
very ecstatic. This bomb trapped between all the CTs here. Do you think he's? Oh no, never mind.
No. Every time there's a smidgen of hope for Lancaster.
It just gets snuffled out.
Yeah, instantly. Ooh, nice shot.
Oh.
He's got the
Well-
Zeus out and Hep's having none of it.
Maybe he's feeling like being a bit of a killjoy right now.
Yeah.
For both sides, probably.
I think LSW just wants to get this Hep just wants to get this game done and go back to doing whatever he was doing beforehand.
I mean, I don't think any of us are doing much of anything nowadays.
I mean, there's Valorant he could be playing. We got the Bison finally
Oh,
on iWin. Let's see if that can get some work done on the AWP. That's
Oh,
Gimme
oh,
missing the
focus.
shot. Oh, Gimme.
here we go. Bison picking up 2 kills. He's going to swap it out? Is
Why would
this
you
really
pick up?
worth it?
See, if he had a Bison, he wins that fight
He
instantly.
would have killed him. It shoots far, far faster. So even if he misses that first shot, he'll have multiple follow-up shots to hit him in the legs, slow him down. He's going to be, my legs, I can't move. And then next thing he knows, he's dead because he has a PP Bison.
Exactly, but 2-on-2, this is maybe winnable.
I mean, the thing is...
Oh my goodness, it is. It's actually winnable.
No. Now they're going to lose because every time you say, "Oh, it might be somewhat winnable," they've got it even 3v3, 2v2, and then just remember a couple of rounds ago how you said every time they got a little bit of hope, it just gets snuffled out.
But
that's going to happen.
One this time, and yes, they're both on really low.
They are both very low.
But that's not the point here. I believe Turtle Kebab is going to win this round for them.
I think Martis is going to win this round.
Arwen's going really far back here.
Because, you know, the SG on CT side, this is when we were playing in NSE Newell earlier this year, it was always us feeding the CT's SGs. Yeah. So we have like a hidden boost, which we get from using this gun on CT side.
There we go. That's
See,
smoke.
it was Martis.
Oh, I think it was Turtle Smoke, actually, because that Molotov didn't land. So I think we're both right.
Sure. Everyone wins. Except for one of these 2 teams.
I think we might know who it's going to be, unfortunately.
York.
You're going to make that bet and line it, or you just spitballing some hopes there?
Well, okay. Lancaster have done 3 times better than they did last time in the first game. 3 times better is quite a bit. You know, if you could times 3 everything you've done in terms of improvement, you know, that's pretty good.
That's true.
If you think of
Sigma's going to die here. That gets traded.
It's always traded out. Fine.
Oh my goodness.
MP9 coming in.
Are they going to win 2 rounds in a row?
I wouldn't hold your breath.
LSW and Arrogant. See,
bomb going to A and all their players in position to stop this. You know?
Oh, LSW. What you doing, man? That's a free kill. Arrogant's gonna be shut down. Martis, 2 kills to end the half. Gimme finishes the half on 1, but they've got 4 whole rounds. Who'd have thought that when we went into this match?
I didn't expect it, to be honest.
I mean, why would you? This is Lancaster York. 4 rounds is impressive.
Performance.
Gimmy's gonna get an ace this round. Just wait for it.
Okay, sure. I wonder if we can focus on him. No, we have the caster delay. We need to fix this for next Roses, where we are both the casters and the observers, so we can focus on where the peak content is being sourced from.
Very difficult to cast and observe at the same time. Oh dear, this is not going well. The speed rush has been destroyed. Wrecked. Gimmy's got another kill.
Sulfate with the reach? No, never mind, he's lost.
No. It's not happening. Look at Hep, the team player. He bought a smoke and a kit that round. Everyone appreciates the kit buyer.
It means you're a team player.
Exactly.
And you care too much about winning, which is bad, especially in this game.
That smoke can't have been an actual one. There's no way that lands too. From I1. My god, it's perfect again! He's a wizard!
What did it smoke?
He just threw what looked like a random jumping smoke that landed like outside the T exit towards Playground. But...
Anyway,
there's 2 players.
The Lancaster players pouring onto B in a 2v5. It's not bad for an eco, and they still have a good chance of winning this if they get their hands on some guns.
I think they don't even need the guns, they're just going to win it with the pistols.
Oh, Sigma's got
to say about
that. Yeah, with the bomb down, it's 2v2's not terrible.
Oh, how is he still alive? How has he killed all of them? He's got 23 HP.
Well...
This makes me sad.
Makes you sad? I'm from Lancaster.
I want to watch good Counter-Strike, and neither team is playing good Counter-Strike.
I don't think you can be fussy. I mean, if you were to ask me, this is the Counter-Strike that I live for. I wish all of my games could be like this.
No, this is it's not pure enough for me.
Okay,
I need the
if you were
I
gonna
need the
if you
good
were gonna
high
get this
quality.
game, if you were gonna go and transform this game, what would you do to it?
I'd make Lancaster a good team.
Oh, well, maybe they're just good in the ways you don't appreciate.
If
I'm
they're
sure
good, it's in a way that
they're
isn't good at Counter Strike. That's my
no, no,
argument.
no. They're very high effort. I'm sure they're putting their all in. See, that was a great shot. You can't call them bad after doing something
I
like
just
that,
walked
could
through
you?
a smoke because he's BMing them.
Hey,
But here's the thing: York aren't
if you have
even
the ability to capitalize off of that, that's good.
true. Fair play to Lancaster, waiting for the mistakes to come in.
I mean, is it a mistake if it's intentional though?
I mean, that. Stop it. This conversation's upsetting me.
Well, it's looking at 2 okay. Well, not too bad rather. It's got one player on A with a scout facing off against 3. I don't think the scout's going to do the world for them,
You say
especially
that,
now
but
they know where he is.
yeah, there we
I
go.
do say that actually.
There's 2 players on super low HP here, so if that had gone
I
badly, it could
mean,
have gone very
we've
badly.
got Sigma on 23 health, and now he's on 100.
Oh, this is
Isn't he
over.
like he's 5 times more potent now?
He's just gonna sprint in. He's not gonna let go W, and he's gonna find 3 kills.
You were saying?
So close, so close. Look at that damage on Tomatis. Though he did 75 to him.
It's tragic.
5 rounds for
I
Lancaster.
reckon if you give
5
him
times better than they did.
5 times better, you can't argue with that statistic.
Keeps on improving. Speaking of 5 times, every single player on York has at least 5 times more kills than Gimme.
That's horribly mean.
Thank you.
But to be fair, I guess that's why we're here. I guess we're just here to be mean rather than cast Counter Strike.
Oh
It's,
dear.
it's just about.
Very badly. Oh, how is it a 1v4 already?
I can't answer that.
Well, it was nice while it lasted.
It was. Well, it's not over just yet.
No, of course not. I'd be remiss to write Lancaster out like I have been doing from pretty much the first rounds. But
We thrive under pressure.
thrive under pressure.
And when the pressure piles on, you'll have something that will click, and then you just kill everyone instantly.
I thought you said you thrive on depression, which actually made a lot more sense based on this performance. But
well, maybe that as well. Pressure and depression. You could get off on both of them and become a force to be reckoned with.
I mean, they need to be. This is the bombing connective. If Pep win, okay, that's fine. That's a big win for Martis if they want to keep on winning rounds in this match. Why does Sigma only have a USB and has done so for the past, like... he's going for a ninja defuse. That's what he's doing. He's sat behind the barrels on B, hoping to get a ninja.
He's trying to handicap himself. He's all about fair play.
Oh, the boost from Sulfate up on the flower bed. That's actually really good from Lancaster.
He's going to sit in the smoke with a Nova. Lancaster already dead.
It's over.
I think if LSW dies, Sigma will come in with his pistol and he will rock Lancaster's world.
Oh no.
They're going to want to get off his wild ride.
Oh, this is not winnable for Sigma, surely.
Oh, the knife. No, Zeus? Knife? Zeus. Oh.
Sulfate with the auto sniper just staring at him. So I think Sigma's going to buy up armor, smoke, flash, kit, and just go and sit right behind that barrel again. I just hope he gets a chance.
Oh!
There we go.
God prediction.
Oh, he just wants a ninja defuse. That's all he's going for.
I mean, if he gets it, I'd be very impressed.
He's been trying to do it the past 2 rounds.
There is a limit on how much you can get away with, I think, because you've got to give Lancaster some amount of credibility.
They've got to be expecting stuff like that. That's the thing. I reckon just in the middle of nowhere with a shotgun, because that makes sense.
So I should go back on the caster camera. I'm looking at Sigma.
No. He's doing. We don't need to worry about Sigma. He's doing his own thing.
I guess. We'll
Still sat behind the barrel. We can report in on him.
It's just a shame that the bomb's going the wrong way.
Iwan's looked behind. He's got a knife. Oh dear. That's the first knife kill we've seen, I think.
Yeah, no, I think it is.
But I'm just gonna give that away for Iwan. See, the thing is, York can just turn it on and just start hitting headshots at pretty much any point if they really
That's
want to
fair.
close out the game. Sigma's
2v2,
actually
however.
moved from the barrel though, and I think it's right as Lancaster going to go back to B. So
Oh
that's
no.
unfortunate timing for him.
I mean, a 2v2, they both have very good guns, and the guns of York aren't as adequate, let's say.
Not the most potent weaponry.
But I guess in the right hands, if they know what they're doing, I'm sure they'll be able to make something happen. Assuming LSW realizes the bomb's planted on B and he plans on moving.
I think he's just hoping someone's going to walk in front of him for the knife, but no such luck.
Maybe he's just going to play for exit frags. So he knows Sigma wants his ninja.
He is
so
on that shocking internet, so there is actually a world where he's just timed out as well, and we're hypothesizing that. Oh no, he's moving. We're fine.
oh,
he's running it.
Well,
Oh, he was
sure.
faking the ninja defuse, so Sigma could try and go in.
Oh, well, he got the Zeus. Oh,
That's
here's his ninja. Well, it's not much of a ninja, and he's visible. It's just a shame he doesn't have enough time.
So it was a nice try, I think. LSW faking the ninja defuse so Sigma could get himself. Let's take a look. He's brought up armor, a kit, a Zeus, a flash, and a smoke once again. So still a chance. If he'd just hidden there, I wonder if he'd had a chance at actually getting that round.
Why are York asking Lancaster why they're trolling?
Because they're just mean people.
Maybe that in itself is the troll.
Yeah, I think that's.
I think that's the form of trolling.
LSW is just challenging short with a shotgun.
I feel Arrogante is going to get Deagle on the other side of the smoke.
He's kind of caught between a rock and a hard place, to be fair, though.
He does have nowhere to go if he gets found.
Yeah.
His solution is kill everyone and do nothing else.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, this shotgun.
Oh no. That's upsetting to watch. See, and you know Sigma's annoyed now because he was thinking, oh, they're finally coming B, but then LSW's just gone and killed them all, so he can't even get his ninja.
Yeah, they should be playing everyone on A. And then just leave Sigma to do his own thing, and then before you know it, Lancaster wants to get off Sigma's wild ride.
Turtle?
Oh,
No,
never
no.
mind.
15-7 to York now. One more round needed to close out this.
I really like the part where we all get really optimistic when a couple of kills come in from someone. We're like, and then they just die and everything's gone.
Good news
There
for
seems
Gimme
to be a
though.
lot of that going on.
Oh dear.
Oh, hello.
That's just happened.
Maybe
I told you he was annoyed at them killing the other players on base. But didn't think it would quite lead to that.
I mean, 3v5 to start off, so it's looking promising, and I don't think Lancaster are going to turn their noses up at it. Saying that, coming into
Alligator
B
made
side,
noise.
picking off
He's
someone.
screwed.
Sigma. Oh, he's going to be spotted. And maybe Sigma looks like his father or something, and he doesn't want to shoot him? A relative or something?
Kill Arrogant and Sigma's still chilling.
Are they going to let him defuse? He's got his smoke. No, he doesn't have a smoke.
No, he's burnt it.
Oh. Is he going to...
Oh, so close. Can't believe they spotted him there. That was very well played by Sigma.
I mean, I can't believe why they didn't kill him. I'll have to ask him afterwards.
It's good to see the level of camaraderie that comes out in these matches as well. Because yes, it's about winning, but it's also about taking part, and Sigma's been team killed in retaliation. Looks like Sigma's only friends are the Lancaster side now.
Mr. Turncoat.
He's been a Lancastrian plant for the past 2 years, waiting for this match.
He's been a Trojan horse in your team.
Exactly.
Trojan horse? Is that the one? I think it is.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, he can be anything he wants. I'm not going to tell him he can't be something.
Oh, tag
No,
from
we can't
Arrogant.
say that. Oh.
Oh, if he lands his headshot, I'm done.
Boo!
How is he not still fighting this? LSW's got the Bison, so he's going to run in and stop this plant somehow. There we go. Finds the kill. And they've got them pincered, but Arrogant's not ready for this swing. Is LSW just push close to the smoke? That's such a,
This
that's
Bison is
such
going
a play. I love
wreak
it.
havoc.
Oh, he's
He
won.
didn't have the Bison anymore.
This is so close now. And
Oh,
that's the first map over. 16-8 to York in a...
it's such a shame he stuck with the AWP and
yeah.
tried to hit it because he knew exactly where he was.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
he,
it's the same. It was good of LSW to give him a chance by swapping off the Bison there. But I suppose we'll have to take a short break before we're back with map 2. That's Strange. So if you've been enjoying the barn burning action that we've had so far, make sure to join us in just a few minutes. We'll be right back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Not Roses CSGO match between York and Lancaster. We saw the York side take a convincing 16-8 victory with their fair share of Zeus's knife kills and Negev spraydowns on Overpass, but we're moving on to Lancaster's map pick, which is Train. So maybe they can surprise us. I've said this before, multiple maps, and they can bring something special out, but I suspect it's going to be more of the same, unfortunately. I'm joined by Apt. What have you got to say about the upcoming map?
I'm still here, and I'm managing. That's about it.
That's about all you can do. Oh!
I'm just sitting around waiting for content to happen and then trying to say something smart, but not being able to do that.
That's fair enough. Hep's been destroyed by Turtle Kebab. He's neck and neck with I1 in a smoke right now.
Lancaster in a 4v4 with the bomb down. Seems like quite a bit of a promising situation.
Oh no.
And
as you say that, it instantly falls apart.
It's not all over yet, you know. Gimme might get more kills than one this time. Oh, never mind. Okay, it's fine.
Right, we have to stop saying that it's looking good for Lancaster.
Okay, so every time Lancaster are doing well, we should say how horrifically it's going to go. So
yeah.
So we're going to reverse the caster's curse, if that's what it's called.
Something like that. So this should be a full eco from Lancaster now, unless they go for this weird force. They're going for like, oh, I hate from a legitimate Counter-Strike point of view. This is what I hate to see. Either I want you to go for the full AK force buy here, or just go for the eco, so you have enough to buy. Like
mass scout.
But like, this is a weird economic situation now. But 4 scouts and a deagle. Who cares?
I don't think Hep's enjoying playing with his team too much.
No, he's not cooperating. I1's just pushing up with a scout.
Maybe he's a bit of a loose cannon. Gimme getting the first kill.
Well, hey, round 2 this time for Gimme. He usually takes 7 or 8.
I'm sure he's chuffed with that.
Gimmy's going to get a second or a third here. He's lurked out upper as well, and there's 2 people back Great Train, so he should find some free kills once Arrogant's been killed. Gimmy's found a second there. Won't quite find the third as Hep deeks him down, but the bomb's been planted on this A-bomb site. This is going to be a round for Lancaster, and I'm saying that with confidence.
Now keep in mind.
Oh, no.
Okay, never mind. But you've got to think about it this way. As York all buy scouts, when they die, they give these scouts Lancaster, and that'll only do well. It's only going to hurt them more if they pick them up.
That is absolutely.
And they're going to feel tempted to pick these scouts up, so that your old of your classic characters like your Sigma can come in at the end, buy some meme pistols like dual Berettas, and just kill everyone because they're too busy picking up scouts.
It's just genius. It's a level of play from the York that just hasn't been seen before by anyone on this planet. And
now with the CT defensive Negev coming in, if this goes down, it's going to be devastating for Lancaster, because I think the T side's the worst of the 2 sides to be buying the Negev on.
Oh, definitely. It's very difficult to enter with that, but in all seriousness, it can be quite good for locking down a choke point, especially given how cheap it is as well.
I mean, if you get the bomb down, it would be great, if you know where they are.
Yeah, definitely. You just spray through any smoke, any potential wall, but Arrogant and LSW are going to get done with the deagle. That's 3 headshots for each of them now, so...
Joe just got his hands on an AWP. I'm sure he's going to be very upset. Just immediately gets 1 deeked.
Hep just sits there, eats that HE grenade, and sits at the bottom of Pop Dog with a negative.
I'm sure someone like him, he eats HE grenades every day.
Sigma just jumped to his death. What is going on?
Where was this?
I think he jumped out of heaven or something silly.
I mean,
they're throwing. They're doing their best to throw this one away. Hep's pushed up ladder with a Negev. He can't quite find the kill so far, and this fight going on towards main's actually quite close. But Sulfate should be able to win it out.
The bomb's back in possession in a 2v2. I think this is going to go horribly for Lancaster, if you catch my drift.
Oh, it's gone awfully there.
Terribly.
What's going on? And where are they taking
the bomb? They do not stand a chance right now. Taking the bomb to B? What are you thinking?
It's genius.
See, even Hep agrees with us. What are these idiots doing? See?
That's just frustrating.
Even he shares our views.
Yeah, I'd be annoyed.
Maybe he's talking about his own team.
Very possible. So Lancaster looking very unlikely to take a lead here, which would be the first time they would do it if they did happen to win this round, which, as I mentioned, seems very unlikely. Very unlikely. Oh no. Nah, the bombs tick too fast.
I feel that my brain's going backwards now. Is he going to get this Molotov right? He's even going to check it. He's got this.
Is it?
I mean, he
Planted?
doesn't have it, actually.
Yeah. Right, it's literally impossible for him to lose this round, so Lancaster are going to take the lead. And he
Sure,
survives on 2 HP. What an absolute legend.
I'm surprised he waited around to wait for the bomb to detonate. What do we call that? Bravery?
Suicide.
Oh, yeah, no. That's another way.
It's not wrong.
Maybe he was a bit optimistic. He was like,
Yeah.
I'll be fine. But no.
Clearly not. Blown to smithereens he was.
I'll be fine.
So, let's see. Oh, he's hacking. He's hacking.
Aim detected?
Gimme. No, it's Gimme. He's definitely
Oh,
not cheating.
no. He was just warming up all of the last game. He's got his gamer chair going on for him
Toggled
now.
on now. He's got his gamer
Yeah.
socks pulled all the way up.
This is what he was doing in the break that he had. He was preparing for this game, and now that I'm in shock.
Looks like another round for Lancaster. 3-1
A
about
very
to come.
terrible round, may I add. If you
Nah, this
still
this
catch
one's
my
over.
drift.
There is
Over.
literally a 0% chance of LSW winning this round, as Gimme taps him down.
You know, this faith you had in York seems to have diminished since the first game.
Well, they have force bought every single round.
Isn't that how you're meant to play?
Don't test me. Don't you trifle with the perfect way of playing Counter. Because Sigma's just got another negative.
I remember two things going on last year that really got me through these games. I remember at some point Joe declared his undying love for me and bought a revolver and said, "This is for you." And second was the lovely people at York got us. It was blueberry muffins, was it?
Oh yeah, the wonderful
I
people.
would love more of those.
If you're listening, the people who gave us blueberry muffins from the
I will give you
spectators
my
last time.
address. And
Hit us
you
up.
can
I'm
come
still in
here.
York, so I've got a chance.
I'm down in Derby. Might be a bit further away, but if you're
Yeah.
willing to make the trip, I'd appreciate it.
Thankfully, there's nothing serious going on that would prevent anyone from traveling at this time. So
Yeah, all the roads are going to be clear. You can go as fast as you want.
that's a very good point.
There's no one around to crash into. But I guess then again, when this quarantine gets lifted, there's going to be more car crashes to even things out, because no one's going to be used to driving. Wait, I'm not talking about Counter-Strike. I'm talking about car crashes. We want to talk about Counter-Strike. My mistake. Are we still here? BCG? We doing good? No, maybe not. Guess he's just left. It's me now. I'm here to keep you company. We're just going to wait for something very amazing to happen. But, you know, very even rounds coming in Lancaster, seeming to go for a bit of a B execute, where B actually seems quite undefended on York's half, with only having Iwan on site. But it depends how brave Sigma decides to be. He might fancy wandering up this ladder and just giving Lancaster a bit of a dicking. Seem to be taking their sweet time about this, and just, I think if they go in one by one, Iwan's just going to pick them off gradually, and there's nothing Lancaster can really do about it. Unless they decide to kill him, of course. Joe can't be too happy about that, but him getting traded out isn't terrible. 2v4's not too out of reach. They've been done before. Sulfate feeling very brave running through this smoke, but will eventually get traded out, placing Turf's Kebab in a 1v3. A bit of foul language coming out from York's half, which isn't too nice, and we don't really want to be seeing that. But it looks like this round will be going towards York, tying this up in 3-3. Just, oh. Did he cancel this defuse to do it again? Maybe he'll fake again. Definitely does have time there. But yeah, scores all being evened out. 3 rounds to opposing 3 rounds, which is much different from what we saw last game, I suppose. Maybe if things continue on, we might actually end up seeing a game 3 at some point. But now, with the 7th round coming in, and nothing too out of the ordinary. No shotguns, PP Bisons to be seen, which is quite odd. Maybe York seem to be a little more serious this time. Maybe they're a bit fearful of Lancaster getting these 3 early rounds, and they got to create a bit of a lead for themselves before they start having a bit of a laugh again, maybe. Oh, this Molotov doing quite a bit of damage to Lancaster's team. Sigma deciding to jump up and down to try and land his strike. Can't say that's the most effective way to hit your shots, but what can you do? Not sure if he's brave or stupid doing that there. Just jumping up the ladder to his death, but hey. Anyway, as this unfolds, Lancaster got a couple of guns on their side. Seems fairly promising to them. With not many people on the A side, they have York have 2 of their players on B. This is definitely possible, but it depends if they're going to be seeing... Is it LSW in the back of sight? Hep deciding to run out through the smoke to try and do some damage. But the question is he going to find any? He will get him the pick onto Joe. Then he'll immediately be traded out by Sulfate, who immediately picks up his second kill. LSW with his auto sniper and a 2v2. Seen him do some nice stuff before. Is he going to be trying this round though? All eyes on him, I guess. Oh, he's just having a bit of a wait. Quite a brave move. Sadly, it's not going to quite work out for him. I miss my co-caster. Where is he? I can't do normal casting. That's his job. Oh, have fun casting. Thank you. Thank you so much. I want you back here, though. It's my job just to laugh at people and be mean. I can't do my job properly. Oh well. Yeah. Sigma is, well, he's back and doing what he does best. Eating grenades and buying shotguns. Sitting at the bottom of the stairs. Very, very tough position to take. He's back, my lovely co-caster.
Back.
I've had complete heartache without you.
I know, it must have been tough for you, but I'm back again. I'm here for you, and I've had a great time off. Enjoyed my holiday. We foreshadowed it excellently with our discussion about how bad my internet was right at the start of the cast, and I also took the time to do some research on the reason why this Varsity happens. Actually, the well-known PlayStation 2 game Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists of the Roses, which features, as I'm sure you all know listening, Yugi Moto from Yu-Gi-Oh! As the leader of the Lancastrian faction, and Seto Kaiba as the leader of the Yorkists, and you play card games. It's a truly wonderful bit of software that allows you to play as historical figures throughout the ages.
This is all well and good, but this seems to be going a little too well for Lancaster.
Yeah, 5-3, what happened?
Maybe it's a bit of a false hope tactic. Or maybe they just want a third game where they can just do whatever, really.
I'm not gonna lie, I really don't want to watch a third game of this. Like, as much as I love Counter-Strike, this is upsetting to me.
If I could get a blueberry muffin, I'd watch the third game.
Now we can get.
Oh, now it's different, isn't it?
Whole different kettle of fish.
There's been over the last couple of months, there's been a lovely exchange of grenades going up and down in ladder room between Sigma and the terrorist players, and he's just been sitting around corners with shotguns, dabbing on people.
God.
And just eating grenades. It's been brilliant.
Shame he's not there now. I mean, I had 3 players come down the pop dog ladder. He could have had so much.
A little too busy being dead.
True, that doesn't help. So it's going to be Lancaster doubling York's score. Could they actually win this map? Surely not.
Well, is it a form of improvement when you're actually doing better than York? Isn't it kind of... Because if we're measuring the improvement from 116, how do you scale that when you're doing better than your opponent?
When you're actually winning? I don't even know.
That is the word I'm looking for.
Infinite
improvement. That is a statistic you can't argue with.
You really can't. Like, how could you possibly lose if you've improved infinitely?
I mean, I guess you'd be the best player on Earth, or the best team on Earth, rather.
True. Astralis, watch out. Gimme 114 and Turtle Kebab are coming for your crown.
He is going to be rocking up with his 1 kill against Astralis. He's going to get his pacifist CSGO game up, and it's going to break the minds of Astralis because they have no idea how to deal with this.
It's just he just lives on a level. He lives on a psychological plane above anything they've ever seen before. York don't stand a chance against it. This is a weird boost in main. I'm enjoying it. And it's going to be dismantled horrifically by Turtle
York just
Kebab.
seems to be dropping like flies here.
Can we just consider the existence of a Turtle Kebab and how disgusting that probably would be? Like, how much shell would get in there?
So you're asking if I had a kebab, but there were turtles skewered on the kebab.
Yeah, like, it would just be shelly.
I mean-
It'd be very tough, wouldn't it?
I mean, I think it's kind of like when you eat a lot of things that have shells, you take them out of the shell to eat them.
Oh, that's not fun then, is
So,
it?
I mean, because I think when I have mussels, when I go abroad with my family, you eat the mussel out of the shell, because if you bite into the mussel shell, you might break your teeth.
See, where were you about 2 years ago, before multiple trips to the dentist on my part, to tell me that? Because
Not around.
that would have been very helpful.
Sorry, I'm a little bit too late.
It's okay. Although when you eat snails, you've got to leave the shell on because they taste great with the crunch.
I've never tried them actually.
Me neither.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were.
I very much doubt you eat them with the shell.
Well,
But you might. I've no idea.
I mean, do we have any French people who could answer that for us? Because it's French that
Doubt
eat
it.
snails, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, they're actually just getting wrecked now. This wasn't even like the worst buy ever.
I don't think this is funny anymore.
Like, genuinely, like, okay, they might not know how to stop this at this point. Oh, here we go. The Negev, obviously. That's how you stop this. See, as soon as we start getting genuinely excited about a Lancaster performance, it's all gone wrong again.
Oh.
See, I went saving the Negev. Good move.
They found the Lancaster kryptonite, I suppose.
Definitely. The Negev, so why haven't we seen more of them being bought up? That's my real question.
Well, I think that there's an amount of mental damage you can do. Because if you buy 5 Negevs, I think what'll happen is Lancaster's minds will be so incredibly broken they won't be able to play. And I think York still want to finish the game so they can win it.
See, when you put it like that, it makes sense. Okay. Our wonderful observer, by the way, shout out to Motorcade for having to choose what we're watching during all of this monstrosity.
I'm sure he
Has told us you eat snails out of the shell like mussels, so indeed you don't leave the shell on.
Wait, who's saying this?
Motor, the observer, he's popped it in the Discord chat for us.
Oh, I should be reading that, shouldn't I?
Nah, it's not that important.
I mean,
God, this Nekev's actually doing it.
It's a good gun. You know, you're paying under $2,000, which is about the price of an SMG for a fully automatic laser beam. There's crippling mental effects.
And how many bullets does it have? Like 150 or something
yeah,
stupid?
150. And
Way too many.
Like, here we are in the modern world saying like things like mustard gas weapons, you know, like flashing light weapons are banned by the Geneva Convention because they're cruel. They should be banning these things.
Look at the damage! It just shoots straight through a train. Like, can't do that with anything useful. I can't win this round.
I think we're going to be having an interview with the winning captain, so they'll be able to share their thoughts.
Oh, that's going to be interesting. I think that's Iwan for the York side, and he's going to hold nothing back.
I think he's going to be able to explain the genius behind these amazing strategies.
Dulcet Scouse tones coming through. Because there's never been an accent that people have loved more on the broadcast than Scouse.
Really?
Our poor producer's going to have to write subtitles like as the interview's going on and putting them on stream.
Quite disappointing that Sigma's playing AWP this round.
Well,
never mind.
Right.
I guess he got a nice shot. Oh, hello.
Just arrogant kill him. Oh, this is a serious round. They're not playing games anymore. I mean, they are playing games, but they're not playing games anymore. Martis gets taken out. LSW was taken out way too seriously for my liking. Why have you got? I'm scared my internet's gone out again if you're not talking. This is very upsetting to me. Please say something. Okay, I think Apt might be struggling a bit with the internet now. I'm not sure what's going on exactly. But look like it's my turn to solo caster. Arrogant with the first kill, lands the headshot onto Turkish Kebab. It's gonna be Hep and Arrogant now in the pop dog. There's the nades that was talking about. He's gonna be lurking his way up the ladder. I'm taking this super seriously. Can you see the feet through there, through the smoke? Can't quite, but he's managed to get up the ladder and his way out. But Sulfate's behind him, looking for the backstab, finds the kill. Arrogant can't trade, so it's all onto Iwan on the B bomb site. 1v4 now. Has so much work to do. Bomb is going to be planted. Swinging wide, can't quite find the first kill, and Gaming's actually going to find that trade. LSW next in line, lurking along past the bomb train as the flank from Arrogant gets dropped. So 2-on-4 situation for York here. As this round has actually been very well played by Lancaster. Up until that point, the Summits left in a 2-on-2 situation, but LSW with the wild spray, can't find it. And that should be round over as Sigma runs in with the Zeus, can't quite find the Zeus kill, finds it quickly and can't get around the corner. Actually quite a serious round there from both the teams. Anyway, I want to go back to talking about what we're all clearly here for, which is obviously Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses, the PlayStation 2 masterpiece, sold over 8 million copies. And I want to ask everyone watching whether you're Team Kaiba or Team Yugi. Obviously, in that just diamond standard of video games that nothing's really met ever since. Let's see, Hep's traded out Turtle Kebab, but this is looking good for Lancaster. They're playing some good rounds here. Arrogant's got no idea he's about to be flanked out. Iwan's got the bomb in Pop Dog, but he doesn't get it, he just swings wide. Now LSW's on this long wrap out from Ivy. T's have the A bomb site. Don't know how aware they are of where LSW has been playing. He's been back towards Ivy pretty much all of this series, as I think Apt has just rejoined me in the commentary booth.
It's not Britain without your third world internet.
Both of us have suffered, and we predicted it, but Lancaster 10-5 half.
10-5? What have I missed?
They won the last 2 rounds there. There was a cheeky Zeus kill from Sigma in a 1v2 situation, but he couldn't quite clutch out in the end, and now they've just stormed into the A-bomb site and had 3 alive to take the last round of the half. So you're going to have to step it up if they want to end this in 2 maps.
Wow. Fine. I've lost the server IP. Whoops.
Oh, you're not back in yet. It's okay. I'll take us through the next map. We're going to see all 5 York players towards the brown halls, looking towards B. Gimmy's going to be taking a peek for information, but I don't think that York's going to be there in time for him to see anything, which might be a bit misleading, because he's going to hang around upper swings around into 4-5 players. That's a full rotation as York just stormed this bomb site, but how is Gimme just allowed to walk down the ladder? Oh my goodness, this is horrible to watch.
I told you, he's been warming up.
He just went down. Please land the shot, Turtle! Oh my goodness, he's got 20 HP. Looks like you're going to take this pistol.
I know, Turtle's just lowering him into a false sense of security.
It didn't work out, given Sigma just landed the headshot.
He's a bit busy being dead now, but mark my words, in a few rounds it has a bit of a delayed effect.
We will have to keep an eye on that battle then between Turtle Kebab and Sigma W.
Sigma's going to want to get off his wild ride in no time. He's about to have his entire world rocked and he doesn't even know it yet.
Let's see then. If York are going to take this somewhat seriously to try and end this in 2, they've just rushed out onto A as the CTs have pushed Ivy. Turtle Kebab! Turtle Kebab! Oh my goodness! Insane deegs from the man. This A main flank's coming out now, but Hep's in the perfect position to shut this one down.
They've already been spotted, which is a bit of a shame.
Oh my goodness, that dink on Arrogant, but It's just Joe left alive now in a 1-on-3.
Joe
So that
against
actually
the
got a
world.
little bit scary then for for York if they're trying to win these rounds out.
A little bit.
Oof. Shot in the side of the face. That one's gonna leave a scar.
I'll have a bit of a headache in the morning, but I'm sure I'll survive.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I love the dual Berettas coming out. Double your damage by doubling your guns.
It's just logical. They've actually gone for 5 AKs, so I think they're just trying to close this one out.
Oh, no. I'm sure these AKs are the actual secondary weapons.
Oh, Sigma has thrown away
So-
his AK just to go for a Tech 9, so you're probably not even wrong on that. And it's not going to work out for him.
Picking up this kill
Oh my God,
immediately.
Turl is landing
been-
1-deeks right now.
I mean, I'm sure he's activated, and you don't mess with an activated man. He's gonna come in. He's gonna kill you, kill your wife and kids, and then spit on your grave.
Okay.
And then you're gonna be sorry you ever messed with someone who was activated.
That's
And this
rather
is
brutal,
touching
man.
right now.
Soulfate's sneaking up here. He might have a kill, but Arrogant is
Oh,
looking
he's-
towards him. Lancey into the dink. I1 and LSW 2v1. They've lost an AK-47, and LSW is going to walk into it, so they're actually going to win this back. And I think York were kind of trying in this round.
Iwan's got the bomb on him, and I don't think Lancaster know exactly where he is, so he could get a kill and then... No, never mind.
If you're York now, you're kind of thinking, are we actually going to lose this map? Surely. Because they're managing their economy now. They're not force buying into this more than... Okay, I lied. They're force buying.
One of them's force buying.
Heps kept some money back because he had a load more before everyone else. But LSW, Arrogant, and Sigma were the really low econ players, and they've gone for the force. So
He's going to run out
heavily
here.
invested.
Still he's going to be able to get a double.
Spray.
Lovely play coming out. He'll get his hands on a third. No, never mind. This bomb being left in T-spawn, though. Even if he does clear the site, he's going to have to go back and pick it up.
Look at the York money as well. Like, it's not looking good. They're going to have to keep forcing, or they're going to have to start taking
No,
the
they are.
lead.
They're going to have to take a
forcing.
mortgage out on their children. Ooh.
That's not how mortgages work.
No. You can... No. You pay to have your children work. It's child labor, but you're using your kids to make money.
Okay.
So,
I'm questioning the legality of this.
well, it depends what country you're from, right? So, I mean, I'm sure like this goes on in some places. I'm probably not sounding quite popular talking about child labor right now. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about this.
Yeah, I'd
This is
move
a
on
bit
to
of
a
a
different
slippery
topic.
slope.
Heps.
We can talk about
Horrendous.
Sigma. That always goes well.
Let's talk about this fight at Pop Dog, because that's huge, and somehow Martis is actually going to win it. So that's actually probably the round secured now for Lancaster. That's going to be 13-7. So unless Arrogant can pull something out of his hat, and how has LSW got into this position? Joe's aware of it. Plans to spray down, but the diffuser's coming in, and Arrogant's got 1, but he's tagged down to 15 points of health. There's a smoke on the bomb. And that's another really solid round for Lancaster. I think this is going to a third map suddenly.
Yeah, definitely. Well, luckily I've got a bit of my own food instead of those blueberry muffins to band-aid the giant hole that's been punctured into my head. Ugh.
Oh no. I'm really upset York have let this one slip, to be honest.
I'm a little skeptical of the triple AWP setup that Lancaster have been going for.
Especially if Sigma's going to be headshotting people with the scout. Turtle Kebab's left on an island here. Joe's getting some help for him from Connector. Turtle Kebab's going to go up to heaven. It's a horrible spot to find yourself in when the T-side know where you are.
He's just going to be taken out there.
See, all the players now are really low, but they have 2 AWPs, so
it doesn't really matter how low they are.
Yeah.
But, no, here's Gaim coming in with his miracle play I was talking about earlier.
Left in a 1-on-2, they know
It's a
exactly
shame
where he
that
is
he
though.
moved.
Yeah, he got that kill
Definitely.
towards Hep, so
He
T's
might
of all
pick one off here. He gets a little lucky.
Oh, he
He's
was
going to whiff that
moving.
shot.
They haven't even, I just realised they haven't even planted the bomb yet.
No, they haven't. But I feel that taking it B is quite a smart choice. It's much, much safer.
definitely.
because you know
Jimmy's
that he won't
still,
be able to rotate round in time.
yeah, he's still shift walking around on the A site. I don't think he's even 100% realized he needs to be running towards the other bomb site yet.
I
Maybe
think.
he's just scared
I
of
mean,
the
either.
lurker, to be honest.
I mean, they're 6 rounds ahead. I feel that saving an AWP isn't the. It's not the stupidest of moves to make.
Definitely not, especially given the economy for Lancaster as well. Like they've got enough money to buy for one more round, but after that they're kind of
I mean,
screwed there.
so saving this AWP means he'll be able to drop for Joe, who doesn't have a lot of money. He's gonna question the idea of saving right now. I think he just wants them to yeet in there and dish out a dicking, I guess.
LSW survives on 4 HP because of that weird bomb plant.
I've never really seen it been planted there in all my games on train. It's so few situations where you end up planting the bomb there. I mean, it happens from time to time, but it's planted in a different position. And you go to your normal saving spot, and then you die because of it, because you're a little bit too close to the bomb than you should be? Or is this just me?
No, it happens. Like if you forget the bomb's planted in a slightly quirkier spot and you just sort of slip up on that respect, then it's very easy just to mistakenly let yourself die to the bomb.
Still.
That's the entry onto Gimme towards. Oh my goodness, Martis can't land a shot on Sigma with the scout. That's this. What? That's disgusting. Wow. That's not how this round was meant to go from a Lancaster point of view.
Things may have gone a little south of them, but I'm sure they've definitely got lots of rounds to work with to try and pull it back in their favour.
Yeah, still only 9-13, and they are on the favoured CT side. So even if skill-wise you still favour York in that respect, this is very winnable for them. Hep can't quite find the kill onto the saving players. The Sulfate's picked up 2, so this round maybe not quite as over as I thought it was. As Joe sprays down LSW,
Are they going to try and stick this
Sulfate. He can get on that. Oh, I think he just missed it.
I don't think Joe's time for this.
Joe doesn't have a kit.
I think he would have made it if he had a kit, though.
No, he had 5.718 seconds left on the defuse, so he would have been just about a second shy.
That's very unfortunate. Even worse when both of the Lancaster players die at the end of that, losing their weapons.
That is a good point, actually.
They're going to have that whole team to save for this one, which is going to probably cost them another round.
Should be Hep's stuck in spawn still, so he might have had some kind of internet issue, and with LSW just jumping through this, then okay, he's found the kill.
There's a Lancaster player on long who's been like staring down Hep. I think he's just realised he's AFK, but he can't seem to kill him.
There we go. Finally lands the headshot, but that reveals his position to everyone. So look at the York players just converging towards him.
Swoop onto him. He's going to be hiding in this little cubby at the side.
Yeah, Joe's found arrogant, to be fair, but this is a pretty impossible situation to get out of. The Molotov's missed, so actually gives. Oh no.
Oh, he's not happy about that. I mean, a lot of wasted utility.
Okay. I think I lagged slightly there. It looked like he wasn't being burnt at all by the Molotov, and then suddenly he died magically. So either way, 3-on-1. Joe's just got a deagle, so it should be a 10th round for York here. Don't think even they can throw this one.
Careful with what you say.
I stand by what I said.
We've been surprised a lot already.
We have, but Sigma landed a tag and he's going to finish it off with another body shot. Professional scout player, Sigma W. He's just sticking with it. Doesn't want to switch up to any other weapon.
York are definitely taking things more seriously now.
Definitely, just Sigma really with the scout. It's
I mean, it's not as if it's not working for him. I think it's going quite well.
True, yeah. LSW's got a Krieg as well, so that's a bit of a dead weapon that he's opted for. But Hep's out on the A site looking for the entry kill. He's been the player just running out trying to find a frag to get his team into the round.
He might be able to find Sulfate once this smoke clears, or Sulfate will find him depending on which way it goes.
Spots that player out, yeah. I couldn't quite tell if he'd spotted him towards Ivy there, but that's a free kill onto Martis. He's completely looking the wrong direction.
I feel that Sulfate's in a great position right now. Already picking off one and potentially another.
Gimme needs to stay alive towards B though. If he drops, that's a free bomb site. He swings wide but gets traded by Arrogant, so 3-on-2 situation, and Sulfate's still trapped in this corner. LSW just holding for him, and another easy kill. Iwan gets the kill onto Turtle Kebab, and York storming back in this one now, 11-13, and that's another pretty poor economical situation for Lancaster.
I can't take this emotional distress.
5
like
Deagles. What can go wrong?
Well, you see, if one person gets 1-deeked, it only reinforces the likelihood of another 1-deek happening.
That sounds like good maths to me.
Because every time I get 1-deeked, or my teammate gets 1-deeked, I always seem to get 1-deeked after. Maybe it's me being bad, but it's just, I'm sure, is it correlation is causality?
Gimme got spotted.
Or is it the other way around?
Correlation is not equal to causation.
That one, but it is now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it fits the narrative, so we're going with it. Heps just ran through the Molotov. Oh no. 12-13. York on the comeback train, quite literally at this point. Sigma's not even buying armor. Do you think he's just forgotten, or is that just bad manners?
Maybe armor's for people who plan on getting hit.
If you insta one-shot everyone. That's 4 AWPs for Lancaster. This is what you want to see.
York aren't going to have fun peeking this many angles.
Not at all.
Oh,
LSW tagged up.
Not a bad start for Lancaster.
Oh no, he gets traded, but Sulfate with the AWP, and Martis has picked up 2, so actually looking good for Lancaster to force it to 14 rounds. And as Iwan gets dropped,
even if they do win this, York will be able to buy again.
Definitely. I'm curious to see if Sigma's going to take a serious buy in the next round, because there's plenty of money for him to be dropped. Iwan's got 12k.
I mean, I think they're probably thinking, well, I mean, we still have a 3rd game to go off, if anything else.
Arrogant's been spotted. Martis can't quite land the kill, but that info is going to be passed over, and this should be a free kill for Sulfate as he lands the overkill with the AWP headshot.
There's not many ways to survive that.
No, definitely not. Only 3 AWPs saved as well for the Lancaster side, so that's
Sigma's still going with his scout. He's definitely confident.
Let's see if Iwan's going to pick up the AWP. No, he goes for the AK, so just Sigma messing around this round.
Lancaster's still going with their AWP strategy.
Oh no. Oh, that... How did that not... That looked dead on. Was it not? Oh, it doesn't even do that much damage. That only did, what, 21 with the scout to the bottom?
Is this the wallbang?
Yeah.
I need to check my X-ray on to see this.
Ooh, Hep's made his way down onto the B site. Needs to get the bomb down. I went in an advanced position. He should have a couple of free kills here as he walks along Grey Train. Gimme gets dropped first, finds a headshot onto Sulfate. Well played from him. Will eventually be fragged out, but LSW is on this lurk coming behind Joe. That could be a knife kill, but far too serious there. Is there? Can I just take that frag? Martis should probably save now. If they're trying to actually make this a map win for Lancaster.
They do not have... He could...
Have York just abandoned the bomb? He could literally just defuse. Okay, no.
He's
Hep has run back onto the bomb.
I think he needs to run.
Oh, this is awkward.
Oh, maybe he was... I think he was trying to throw the grenade at the ceiling to loosen the supports to try and collapse the roof on the York players there.
God, could you imagine if CS randomly decided to put in like Rainbow Six style destructible terrain? Like, how different would it be? Or just go full on Battlefield and have buildings fall over. Be a fun April Fools, perhaps, for the Valve guys to consider.
I mean, I remember a few. I know a few maps on the workshop that are made to be destructible, which are quite interesting, and they're good fun to play with.
Trades out onto the A bomb side though. Let's actually take this seriously as Sigma has finally moved off the scout. There's a player back towards Ivy. That's a huge flag from LSW. Finds Joe lurking out through the smoke and Gimme left in a 1v3. He needs to save 2 here if they're going to have anything moving forward into the next round. But he's forced forwards instead.
He's going to plow through the smoke. And is he going to find a kill here?
They don't know where he is. He could actually win this. Oh no, he's just going to stick.
Oh no.
14-14. Oh, Lancaster was so close with this game, and their money's not that good. They can't really get a buy together, so I think they're going to have to go for overtime. It's going to be.
Oh no,
They're forcing up.
They're going for the force. They're in for the win.
Make or break. Their loss bonus is built all the way up to max, so they'll have $3,400 saved over if they do lose this one. But I mean, they've won rounds with less.
I guess it's quite smart to force then, isn't it? Because you're just going to have excess money if you save this one and lose.
Not really, because 3,400 is not enough for a legitimate buy.
Ah, that's true.
It'll get you sort of body armor and a FAMAS and maybe a couple of nades, but that's not what you want. Hep doesn't spot that player. Finally does land to the headshot onto Mars. That was a pretty disgusting flick, I think. He knows there's a player up in heaven. That Molotov's frustrating. Gonna force Joe out. Look at that. Very confused there. There's, looks like this is going to be a 15th round now.
This is all falling apart for Lancaster. Now that you say that, Turtle with a nice frag on the P90, but I'm not sure if it's going to be quite game turning here.
No, 15-14 now to York. Looks like they're finally going to close this one out. It got a bit close at times, but...
Was that 2 or 3 Molotovs there? There's a lovely artillery barrage coming in there into connector, or outside of it, rather.
Either way, it should be more.
Oh. Who threw that Molotov on York?
I think that...
scorching all the players a little bit.
Must have been Hep. Taking their time to come out of spawn here, they're wanting to give Lancaster just enough rope to hang themselves with as they've gone aggressive through the B bomb site. Arrogance find the first kill. Spotted Turtle grab out. Iwan's dropped another, but
traded out though.
That's going to be the game over now. They know exactly where Joe is. 3-on-1 situation, and there we go. Lancaster
the game wrapped up.
So close to finally winning a map with this team, but unfortunately 16-14 to York. They're going to take it 2-0 fashion.
Do you reckon York had this under control the whole time?
I think it got pretty damn close. Like there was a couple of rounds there where they hadn't quite gone their way. Because Lancaster, they're not, they're obviously not on the same level as York, but they have players who can hit the shots well enough to win a couple of rounds there and there.
I think we're getting a bit of flame from chat on us talking shit about LSW.
I mean, that's reasonable. We are now joined by Iwan, the captain of York. How's it going, man?
I'm good.
Yeah, it was fascinating to watch. I obviously really enjoyed that, given how much I love random crazy Counter-Strike. What happened that second map though? That got pretty close.
Everyone was throwing. Hep was high.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yep.
He didn't do terribly.
I think he exists in that sort of state constantly. To be honest, he's high more often than he's not.
High on life, I hope.
So what does it mean to you, Ewan, to have won this Not Roses game for the second year running?
Nothing.
Nothing. That sounds about right too. Are we keeping you right now from doing something you'd rather be doing? Are you doing this purely because you've been asked to?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Are you going to give more than one word answers to any questions?
No.
Okay, I'm just going to ask Apt to ask one more question, then I suppose we'll let you go.
You pretty happy with your result?
No.
Oh.
Right. Thank you for that interview, Iwan. I know that that was difficult
Shout
for
out
you.
to Clyde, my brother.
Clyde, yeah. Actually, I do have one quick question. How did you get Arrogant to play?
We said we'd pay him in pasta and bananas.
Okay.
Because that's what he eats.
That makes sense. Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. How'd your ACA Open game go the other day, by the way?
We're 2-0 in Open.
Nice,
so far,
good
boys.
stuff.
Yeah.
Keep it up. All right, you sound tired. I'll let you go get some sleep. I know your bedtime's normally 8:30, so
cheers.
See you later, man. Thanks for that. Right, I guess thank you to everyone in chat for joining us for this interesting game of CSGO.
Such a jolly guy.
Yeah, he's very charismatic. I've got to give him that much.
His good looks and natural charisma cease to amaze us.
Yeah, it's something. Anyway, thank you to Apt obviously for joining me and to sit through this Lancaster beatdown. Although it did get a bit close towards the end. Thank you to Motorcade, our observer, and a big thank you to Ryan Orrith for organising all of this. He did the Valorant, he did the CS:GO. I'll be back tomorrow for Overwatch at 4 and Dota 2 at 7, and then I believe League of Legends and I'm forgetting the last game, maybe Rocket League on Sunday. So make sure you guys tune in for them. Drop a follow on the Fragsock stream. Use your Twitch Prime if you want to as well. And thank you very much for watching.
Everyone have a nice night.